For your Tier 2 small group this month, I'm giving you my Steam Stoppers Anger Management group. So why you should use an anger management small group? Well, I like to use anger management small groups because students can discuss their shared experiences. While anger management is also really powerful to do in the one-on-one setting, in the small group setting, students can, share, oh, I felt like that before too, and this normalizes their experience. They can also practice coping strategies through role play and charades, other activities that require more than one person. So here's a sneak peek of what it looks like in action. And the weekly outline. So each week you'll get an outline that's aligned to the ASCA Mindsets and Behaviors with an objective. You'll start with your group rules and feelings check, and then it will have the game and then activity that they're doing. So like I said, I always like to start with those group rules. You can have the kids come up with their own, or you can use the ones provided. And then a feelings check. So you're going to start each session with a feelings check, asking students how they're feeling and why, and you can model this for them. Be sure to be honest. This way you're letting them know that it's okay to feel all of the emotions, not just the happy ones. And I include some data tracking tools for you. So there's a pre and post group self-assessment. So get the students' names and dates and then have them answer these questions. Remind them there are no right or wrong answers. And each of these questions is aligned to the objectives. So this way you can really measure and see, was there one session that students didn't understand as much, or did they, get a clear picture on. Week 1 is just a fun introduction. So we're trying to break down some walls here. There's a fun get to know you bingo game. Week 2 is My Angry Body. So they're going to do this worksheet and you want to discuss how their body feels when it's angry, what they're thinking when they're angry, and what they're saying when they're angry. So this can be a really powerful exercise, especially talking about how their body feels. So you want to give them some, vocabulary to use. Maybe do their cheeks get hot? Do they clench their fist? Things like that. Then they do a My Angry Monster. So this is where they're going to write about what they do when they're angry. And I like this because it externalizes their anger experience to a monster. That way they don't feel like they're, the bad kid and they're just putting it on this monster. And then there's a discussion dice to discuss. Week 4 is all about the Anger Volcano. So I love this one. And you can also do a fun volcano craft, with the baking soda and vinegar, kind of a little explosion as a group. That can be fun. And then you can pair it with this. I've done that in the past and the kids loved it. But what I like to use the volcano visual for is you can see everything's kind of bubbling underneath. So what are those triggers? What's going to cause you to feel angry? For example, in this one, I don't like being late to school. And then the explosion. So what happens when you are angry? And they say, when I get angry, I throw something and scream. And then lastly, the lava dripping down after the explosion. These are the consequences. So what are the consequences after you throw something? Oh, I get recess taken away or something like that. Week 5 is calm down strategies. So they're going to reflect and figure out which calm down strategies they would like to try and which ones they need more help with. And week 6, they're going to develop an anger plan. So this is their support system. What can they do when they feel angry, which coping strategies, and then who can they talk to? And then there's some extra information for their plan as well. Like maybe they could say, I usually get angry in the mornings. And the last week is week 7, calm down goal setting. So they're going to write their calm down goal, what they do now when they're angry, what they want to do differently next time, and if they think it's going to be difficult, and if it is, that's okay, who can help them. Then they're going to draw a picture of them reaching their goal and how does it make them feel. So this part can be really powerful as well. Okay, I hope your students really find this group helpful.